Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be looking at functions in JavaScript. A function is simply a block of code that performs a specific task. And we use functions in JavaScript to organize our code and make it more readable. And the syntax to creating a function is as follows. So we're going to have the word function followed by the name of our function. Then we're going to have parentheses in which we give our function inputs, which are called parameters. And finally, inside curly braces, we're going to have our block of code. So this is how a function is declared. And to call our function, we are simply going to have the name of our function, followed by parentheses. And if our function takes inputs, then we have to pass in those inputs when we call our function. Now let's see an example. So let's create a function called greet, which takes no input. So the parentheses are going to be empty. And inside we're simply going to console.log hello. Now if we save our file and if we run it, we get no output. That is because we have not called our function. And as we said before, to call our function, we simply put in the name followed by parentheses. And since our function takes no input, we're going to leave the parentheses empty. So now if we save our file and run it, we get hello. Now let's see another example of a function that actually takes in input. So we can have function and let's call it greet name. And inside parentheses, it's going to take in a name and it's going to output hello followed by the name that we give the function. So we're going to have our curly braces and inside we're going to console.log. So now since we want to use the name variable inside our string, we're going to use backticks. So we're going to have backticks and inside there we're going to put in hello followed by the variable we want to substitute, which in this case is the name variable. So what this function does is it's going to take in a name and it's going to print out hello followed by the name. So again, to call our function, we're going to use its name. So we're going to have greet name and in parentheses, we're going to give it the input. So let's just give it John. Now we can save our file and we can run it. As you can see, we get the output hello John. So that is how a function takes in input. And finally, a function can also return a value, which we can store in a variable. So we're going to see an example for that. So we're going to have a function. Let's call it triple, which takes in a number. And it's going to give us back the number times 3. So in this case, when we want to return a value, we use the word return. And we're going to put in the value we want to return. In this case, we want to return num times 3. So this is going to triple whatever number we give it. Now to call the function, we're going to put in the name and we're going to give it a number. Let's say 4. Now if we save our file and if we run it, we get nothing. That is because our value got returned. In order to see the value, we need to print it out. So for example, we can store it in a variable. Let's call it result. And we can set it equal to triple with 4 as input. And now we can simply console.log the result variable. And now if we save our file and if we run it, we get 4 times 3, which is 12. So this has been the basics of functions in JavaScript. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to like and subscribe to show your support. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to show your support.